there are things that we don't want to happen, but we have to accept. There are things that we don't want to know, but we have to learn. And there are people that we can't live without, but we have to let go. Welcome, everybody. My name is Kelly Malash. I'm honored, I'm humbled, I'm privileged to be your funeral celebrant today for our time together, celebrating the life, and mourning the death of Charles Papineau. Each person here, whether you know each other or not, are linked in some way. And that way is your love for Charles himself. Everybody here comes with this numb mind and this unbelieving heart that we are gathered here today on a Wednesday morning, just as the perfect trail riding weather is upon us, to do this. Not Charles, not Chuck, not Charlie, whatever you like to call him. Not this goofy, passionate, lawn mowing aficionados, split rain Appaloosa loving cowboy who sported a Magnum PI mustache that his private investigator dream job called for. Not now. He should be loading up the hay bags, gathering some extra halters, and making sure the blacksmith has been by, then taking a scenic route to check out the farms on their way out of Strathroy to camping territory, where nature absorbs your stress and provides an extra dose of oxygen that has this magical way of eradicating our first world problems. But gather we must, because this is what people do. Throughout the history of the world, it is innate to stop, to acknowledge, to make the world slow down, if only for a few moments. To carve out a sacred place to remember, to reflect, to revel in the stories that will begin the slow journey on the path of grief. So thank you all for being here during these most important moments. Thank you to everyone on live stream for sending your energy here and your thoughts and your love. Everyone in this room, to the family, promises to be a wall of strength and a wall of safety for you, and give you this place to cry, to rage, to tell stories, or to just sit quietly with your thoughts and try to piece the unfathomable together. Each person here pledges not to ask why or how, but what? What do you need today? What can I do? What can I do to help you? We're here for Charles's family. Charles was a deeply loved soulmate and best friend of Diane. They had this magical Christmas wedding that will sparkle in her heart forever. Charles' parents, Ray and Erna, hold a special place in their heart for their son. Charles' siblings, Eleanor and her husband Ken, Sue and husband Jim, and Charlene and husband Randy, will forever love and cherish the little boy that they remember Charles being, and their brother. Terry and his partner Grayson and Matt will always hold within them the lessons, the love, and the legacy that their father leaves with them. CJ, Sarah, and Cooper had an amazing pop. He lives within them, and they will always have his spirit to guide them. Everyone here, as I said, are connected, whether you know the person on the other side of the room or not. So what we can do with this time is exactly what the most intelligent mammals do. Elephants, geese, monkeys, dolphins, wolves. When they lose one of their own, a family member, a pack member, they stop. And each one on their own and collectively reveres the one that's gone. There's no right or way to do it, but it's intentional love. It's intentional grieving. It's intentional respect. And it's human nature, though, for us, the too much thinkers, right? To want to have all the answers to the questions. But sometimes life teaches us that the only thing that you can do is just stare into the unknown abyss and find peace in the memories rather than the resolutions. Google has no answers. There's no apps for that. All we can say is that a life is not judged by the length or the final page in the chapter. A life is significant because of all of the people that Charles touched, all of the people that Charles changed, inspired, and loved, no matter how long or short the journey. So today is Charles's day. We're going to share some stories. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. And we're going to find ways to open up broken hearts so that memories can begin to fill the place, settle in, and never leave. And when someone is so significant and is gone way too soon and in such a tragic way, it's even more imperative to stop, to catch your breath, to focus on the amazing life that was lived, and to find a new perspective in how Charles will be remembered. His dying is shattering. His living, incredible. So let's begin by allowing ourselves to truly arrive in the room, and that can be a task. We're always multitasking in our minds. We're always thinking. But right now, whatever you have going on in your life, it will wait. Right now, bring yourself into this room. Allow yourself to open your hearts. There's a great power. There's a great strength in being vulnerable. There's great bravery in being vulnerable. And allow the love that we have and share for Charles to literally act as your oxygen. This is your safe place, so use it as such. Tears are a reflection of your active participation in the love and in the loss of Charles. So as we listen to the next song, I want you to allow your tears to be your truth babies. Just exhale and allow them to flow.
Looking back on the memory of the dance we shared, beneath the stars above. For a moment, all the world was right. How could I have known that you lived to say goodbye? And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left in chains. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the If I'm all alone, how king would fall. And who's to say, you know I might have changed it all. And I'm glad I didn't know the way it all ends, the way it all goes. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the pain. Yes, my life, it's better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the pain.
On November 21st, 1948, Charles began his grand adventure that we call life. Just a short drive from here on number 3 highway in Windsor, where the hospital was. But he was born into the Papineau family, which meant he was about to take over Belle River. And it was glorious, actually. He knew farming, he knew family, and boy, did he know fun. Once in high school, he discovered love. That's where he met Linda, and he would soon bring 2 stellar sons into the world as he embarked on his chosen career as a butcher and sidelined as a checker flag Mario Andretti. Charles and Linda celebrated 38 years of marriage together, and now they have reunited in heaven, where he is happy both of his shoulders feel great, and they can now look down on all of you and pour peace and love into your broken hearts. I had my own notion of grief. I thought it was a sad time that followed the death of someone that you loved, and you just had to push through it to get to that other side. But I'm learning there is no other side. There is no pushing through, but rather there is an absorption. There's adjustment. There's acceptance. And grief is not something that you complete, but rather you endure. Grief is not a task to finish and just move on, but it's an element of yourself. It's an alteration of your being. It's this new way of seeing. It's a new definition of self. Arthur Schopenhauer said, "The deep pain that you feel at the death of every friendly soul arises from the feeling that there is in every individual something which is inexpressible, particular to him alone, and is therefore absolutely and irretrievably lost." Carrie, did you want to come up and say a few words? On September 23rd, at 72 years young, Charles made the choice to transition from this earthly plane. We are living in one of the best countries in the world. Yet 1 in 5 Canadians will experience a mental health problem each given year. Mental illness does not discern based on age, income, gender, or culture. Mood and anxiety disorders are the most common types of mental illness in Canada, raising crippling effects on the quality of lives of those affected. And while sometimes the outcomes cannot be avoided, we can all collectively work together to blanket friends and family, strangers, and unconditional acceptance and understanding. Charles was blessed to have a family and a network of friends to lean on and lobby for him every step of the way. So let's use them as our barometer. We have this opportunity to touch Charles deeply within our souls and move forward with open minds and gentle hearts to help make this world a safer and a saner place. Every single person in this room is struggling. Every single one of us. We are working far too hard on this perfect image, which is sacrificing the richness of serenity. Charles' life leaves us with the love and the lessons. And in my work as a celebrant, as I share the journey of lives, some after a long and eventful life experience, or others before a full story can be told, I'm acutely aware that we are all here for one simple reason, and that is to give and receive great love. So I mentioned when I started the celebration of life for Charles, let's make it our collective mission to move forward to inject our spirits into everyone that we meet, and hold ourselves accountable to always give more than what we take, to hear silence that speaks louder than words, and to understand that just like waves in an ocean, we are all truly connected, and we all work better together to get where we need to be. Sometimes we're the ones that push, sometimes we're the ones that pull, but we can do that as humanity. And our job is to not ask how or why, but what. How do I help you? To everyone again that has come out and taken a seat here, the family will try to thank you. But those words are really hard to find when you are in the depths of despair and confusion. But I will do it for them. I will try to thank you so much, including the people on live stream. Your thoughts, your prayers, your understanding, your commitment, your bravery is impeccable. And not until it's your time that you're sitting up here do you realize how amazing it is to have people all around you, because that's what they are leaning on right now. So I'd like to leave you with this before we head out to the cemetery to say our final goodbyes to Charles. The world now is too dangerous and too beautiful for anything but love. May your eyes be so blessed that you see God in everyone. Your ears, so you hear the cry of the poor. May your hands be so blessed that everything you touch feels like a sacrament. Your lips, so that you speak nothing but the truth with love. May your feet be so blessed that you run to those who need you. And may your heart be so open, so set on fire, that your love changes everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. In just a moment, we are going to be preparing to make our way over to the cemetery. For those of you joining us in procession this morning, just a reminder to please use your headlights and your four-way flashers. At this time, I'm going to kindly ask everyone to please stand, and we're going to follow the urn out the doors. Thank you.